The moment people find mosquito larvae in a water tank, they rush to the internet. Some suggest adding bleach, others recommend oil, and many share different home remedies. But which of these methods are actually safe, especially if the tank stores water your family uses every day? Instead of guessing or trying random remedies, let's see what trusted public health guidelines recommend. First, let's deal with the problem in front of us. If you've already found mosquito larvae in your water tank, here's what you should do. Follow these 5 simple steps. First, drain the tank completely. Next, scrub every wall, corner, and the bottom of the tank. This removes not only the larvae but also the eggs and dirt they grow around. After that, rinse the tank thoroughly with clean water. Now close the lid tightly. Finally, install a fine mesh over the overflow and vent pipes so mosquitoes cannot enter again. These simple steps solve the problem much better than trying to kill only the larvae. Cleaning the tank removes the problem for now. But if mosquitoes can still get inside, the larvae can come back. So let's understand why they appeared in the first place. Many people think mosquitoes breed only in dirty water. That's actually a common myth. Mosquitoes don't choose water because it's dirty. They choose water that is still and undisturbed. Even clean stored water can become a breeding place if mosquitoes can get inside. Now that we know why mosquito larvae appear, let's understand what they actually are. Those tiny wriggling creatures are not worms. They are mosquito larvae, the baby stage of a mosquito. A mosquito goes through 4 stages in its life. It starts as an egg. When the eggs are laid on still water, they hatch into larvae. The larvae live in the water and keep wriggling as they feed on tiny organic matter. After a few days, they change into pupae. Finally, an adult mosquito emerges from the pupa, flies away, and starts the cycle all over again. The entire process can happen surprisingly fast. Depending on the mosquito species and the weather, it may take about a week to 10 days for the eggs to develop into adult mosquitoes. That's why it's important not to ignore mosquito larvae when you see them. Taking action early can stop the next generation of mosquitoes from emerging. The good news is that mosquito larvae cannot survive once their breeding place is removed. By cleaning the tank thoroughly and preventing mosquitoes from getting back inside, you can break their life cycle before they become adult mosquitoes. But this raises an important question. If mosquitoes need still water to breed, how do they get inside a water tank in the first place? Let's find out. If mosquito larvae are already inside your water tank, one question naturally comes to mind: how did they get in? The answer is simple. Mosquitoes don't appear by magic. They first have to enter the tank and lay their eggs. Whenever you inspect a water tank, remember what I call the 3 entry points rule. In most homes, mosquitoes usually enter through one of these 3 places. The first and most common entry point is the tank lid. Many people think the lid is closed properly, but even a small gap is enough for a mosquito to get inside. Once inside, the mosquito looks for calm, undisturbed water where it can lay its eggs. The second entry point is the overflow pipe. If this pipe is left uncovered, it acts like an open doorway for mosquitoes. A simple stainless steel mesh over the overflow pipe can make a big difference while still allowing water to flow freely. The third entry point is the vent pipe. Vent pipes help air move in and out of the tank. But without a fine mesh, they can also allow mosquitoes to enter. Covering the vent pipe with a mosquito-proof mesh is a simple step that many homeowners overlook. Apart from these 3 main entry points, also check for cracked lids, damaged fittings, or small openings around pipes. They may look harmless, but even tiny gaps can become an entry point for mosquitoes. So the next time you inspect your water tank, don't just look at the water. Check these 3 entry points as well. If mosquitoes can't get inside, they can't lay eggs. And without eggs, there will be no mosquito larvae. Now you know how mosquitoes get into the tank. But if you've already found mosquito larvae, does that mean the water is unsafe to use? That's one of the most common questions, so let's answer it next. This is probably the first question that comes to mind. Is the water still safe to use? Mosquito larvae are not known to spread mosquito-borne diseases through drinking water. However, their presence tells us that mosquitoes have been breeding inside the tank. If you are unsure about the quality of the water after finding mosquito larvae, it's always safest to drain and clean the tank thoroughly before using it again. A clean, well-maintained tank helps keep your stored water safer and prevents future mosquito breeding. Now, let's look at a few common mistakes that can make the problem come back, even after you've cleaned the tank. Before moving on, here's a quick reminder. Removing only the larvae won't solve the problem if mosquitoes can still enter the tank. Avoid using random home remedies, keep the lid and pipes properly protected, and inspect your water tank regularly. Prevention is always easier than dealing with another round of mosquito breeding. Finding mosquito larvae in your water tank can be worrying, but the good news is that it's a problem you can prevent. Clean the tank thoroughly, keep it properly covered, and remember the 3 entry points rule: check the lid, the overflow pipe, and the vent pipe. A quick inspection once a month can help stop mosquitoes before they have a chance to breed. I hope this video helped you understand not just how to remove mosquito larvae, but also how to prevent them from coming back. Remember, every pest problem has a reason, and once you find the reason, the solution becomes simple. I'll see you in the next Hack It Perfect.